It's me,
Bri Reads! Hi, friends! It's me, Bri Reads. Today, let's play pretend. We'll read, create, and explore different ways to use our imagination. Imagination is like magic that lives inside of you. Today, let's read a story about a kid who uses her imagination.
If I Had a Griffin by Vicki Van Sickle. Illustrated by Cale Atkinson. Last week, I got a hamster, my first and only pet. He mostly eats and sleeps and hides and gets his shavings wet. If only I could have a pet with strange, exotic powers. I know that I'd find lots to do to while away the hours. If I had a unicorn, I'd braid her silky mane. I'd make her silver horseshoes that tinkled in the rain. We'd prance through fields of posies and nibble nectarines. I'd shine her horn with candy corn to get a starry sheen. Unicorns are pretty, but they're also very shy. On second thought, I'd like to give a hippogriff a try. A hippogriff needs lots to do, like run and jump and fetch. I'd take him to the dog park to give his wings a stretch. Though a hippogriff is tons of fun, the dogs might find him scary. And when it comes to playing ball, well, things could get quite hairy. Perhaps I'll get a Sasquatch with burly, curly fur. But then I'd spend 3 hours a day attacking snarls and burrs. If I had a griffin, I'd love each flashing feather. But she needs flying every day, regardless of the weather. If I had a kraken, we'd swim and deep-sea dive. But I would need a scuba suit in order to survive. If I had a dragon with a temperamental snout, I'd need a fire extinguisher to put her sneezes out. Kieran needs a field of grass, at least an ocean wide. Jackalope needs sturdy reins for bumpy, jumpy rides. Phoenix needs a chimney nest that's smoke and fireproof. Manticore needs special floss for each and every tooth. Ugh. Ugh. Harpies are too screechy. Chupacabras like to bite. Fairies play too many tricks. And kelpies hate the light. Basilisk is slippery. Chimera likes to scratch. Mermaids brush their hair all day, and sprites are hard to catch. Perhaps a hamster's not so bad. In fact, he's rather sweet. I love his furry belly and his teeny tiny feet. He may not be a griffin or a creature from the sea, but I am his and he is mine, and that's enough for me. The end.
Thank you for reading with me today, friends. Can you imagine having a dragon or a griffin as a pet? What about something like a narwhal? Just like a good story, imagination makes anything possible.
Hey y'all! Welcome to Read-Aloud Roundup with me, La Librarian.
Yeehaw!
I've wrangled some more fabulous books about playing pretend. Let's check them out.
Sparkles, no sparkles.
By Shannon McNeil. When curious animals sneak into the theater and borrow the actors' sparkly costumes, chaos ensues.
Julian is a mermaid.
By Jessica Love. Julian sees 3 fancy mermaid ladies on the subway ride home and is inspired to dress up as his own version. But what will Abuela think about the mess he makes and the costume he creates?
My rainy day rocket ship.
By Marquette Shepard, illustrated by Charlie Palmer. A rainy day stuck inside is no match for this kid's imagination as he uses household objects and a little help from Dad to create an adventure that is out of this world.
The bell must go on.
By Dev Petty, illustrated by Brandon Todd. Bear and his friends are putting on a big show, and while he loves working behind the scenes, he could never ever go on stage. Or could he?
Not a box.
By Antoinette Portis. A box is just a box, unless it's not a box. It can be a car, a building, a robot. It can be anything when you think out of the box. Now, how about you and your grown-up mosey on down to your local library and let your imagination soar. Until next time, happy reading, y'all.
Yeehaw!
Thanks, Lala. All those books, If I Had a Griffin, they all make me wonder. What if? If. That magical word, if. That's the key to using our imagination. Let's play a game called What If? This is a feather. What if it was a mustache? What if it was a palm tree? This is a ball. What if it was a clown nose? What if it was an egg? This is a paintbrush. What if it was a microphone? What if it was a ballerina? And that's how you play What If? That was fun! We used our imagination to tell a story. And now, let's go on a field trip to see how this story gets brought to life on stage with actors, music, and puppets.
We're here at the Children's Creativity Museum in San Francisco, where kids are encouraged to explore and play pretend. This is where the theater is. Before the show starts, let's explore the Creativity Museum. They have a merry-go-round outside. And inside, tons to do and see, like this hanging art piece full of emoji faces. A place to weave fabric, and create our own emoji. A Lego wall, where I decided to spell out a word. Read. A place to play with floating scarves. A library. It even had the book that inspired our musical. A place to play pretend with dress-up costumes and puppets. Which reminds me, the show is starting soon. When you enter the theater, you'll see set pieces that show the neighborhood of the story. These are some of the puppets and objects that come to life during the show.
Now it's time to get into costume and get ready for the show.
And here's the full cast of Knuffle Bunny, the musical. An actor's job is to play a character, to play pretend. I'm playing Dad. In this story, Dad and a toddler named Trixie set off on a trip to the laundromat with Trixie's beloved stuffed animal, Knuffle Bunny. The trip brings wonder and excitement to the lively Trixie until she realizes that Knuffle Bunny was left at the laundromat and lost in the wash. Trixie does everything she can to make sure Dad understands the emergency, but he doesn't get it until Mom asks, "Where's Knuffle Bunny?" Then the rescue mission begins. And Knuffle Bunny is saved. This play is filled with adventure, songs, and dancing laundry.
Knuffle Bunny!
Whoa! We saw giant clothes puppets come to life on stage. Now, let's make some puppets of our own. For today's project, we'll be learning from my friend, artist and puppet builder, Ramon.
Hi, friends.
Ramon has been designing and building puppets for many years. His creations come in all sizes, from handheld to huge, and have been shown in art galleries, classrooms, and on stage.
Thank you for being here with us, Ramon.
My pleasure. I love to play pretend, and I love puppets. A puppet is any object, found or handmade, that someone called a puppeteer brings to life.
That's right. And puppets can look like people, animals, or something else completely.
We'll play pretend and tell stories with puppets. Today, let's learn to make a simple puppet. You ready?
What do you say, friends? Are you ready? Great!
Well, let's go then. For this project, you'll need colored construction paper, glue stick, tape, scissors, and something to color with. For the first step, you need to select 2 different colored pieces of paper. You start with one color for your talking head. Put your piece of paper on the table like this, and then start folding the ends in the center and press down the side like this.
I press the sides together until they touch and press down.
And then you fold it in half like this and press down. Then turn it around like this and fold this in half. And what letter does this look like?
V.
You know you're on track when you got the letter B. Next, take one end and fold it this way. and then take the other end and fold it down here. Now, what letter did you just make? Capital M. You are almost there. In fact, you can try out your puppet now by putting your fingers in the top and then your thumb in the bottom, the last one. And then look, you already have your mouth.
Hi, Ramon!
Hello, Bri.
This is fun!
It is. Well, let's add more details. Now, you put these aside and take out the other piece of paper that you saved earlier. So now we get to draw any other extra parts you want to add to your puppet. Let's start with the eyes.
Yeah.
So to make eyes for the talking puppet, start with a half circle like this. And then you can draw the iris of the eye. So any shape you like, but I'm gonna make it kind of look like an egg.
I'm making mine look like a star.
Oh, great idea. And you know what other people do? Sometimes they add eyelashes at this point. So if you want, you can draw eyelashes. You notice I didn't draw anything at the bottom of the two eyes? Well, when I cut this out, I'm going to leave a little extra so it can easily attach to the head. We are going to draw some teeth. Now, you can make half circles like this, but don't make them too wide because they need to fit in the mouth of your talking puppet. So this is the top teeth. If you make something like a dragon or a snake, it can have fangs too.
Like this?
Awesome, yes. And that's the top teeth. Now you can draw the bottom teeth. So it's kind of like a copy of the same thing. And let's move to the inside of the mouth, the tongue. The tongue is easy, but it depends if you're doing a human. So I'm going to do a human character. The human tongue looks like a big U, but if you're making like a creature like a dragon or a snake, it could be kind of,
Mine will be like
sharp.
a fork.
After you drew out every detail, you can take out your scissors and start cutting out all the details that you just drew. The eyes, the teeth, and the tongue. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
So we're leaving little tabs at the bottom of the eyes and the teeth as well. So the next step is we get to add on all our eyes, teeth, and tongue to the puppet head that you made earlier. So now you got to get ready your glue stick and a roll of tape. Our first thing I like to do is start with the eyes. Remember how we didn't draw this little part right here? Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold right at the bottom where I didn't draw on both eyes. This is an important part too. Get your glue stick ready and make sure your puppet mouth is facing you, because sometimes you could glue your eyes backwards. Glue that little extra tab and then attach it right on the top of my puppet head. The tape helps keep the eyes from really coming out. So I'm going to take a little bit of tape, you don't need a lot, and tape in the back of each eye like that. All right, we're almost there. Next thing we're gonna do is the teeth. Take your top teeth and then fold where you didn't draw, glue that, and then put it inside the mouth, near the front. Let's take a little tape.
Oh yeah, for extra strength.
Our last thing is the tongue. You can glue right in the back of the mouth. We're almost done. The last thing is this. Take some tape and turn your puppet.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. Tape the inside like this so it keeps it together, because sometimes this kind of puppet opens up and it's hard to put our fingers in there. Here you go. Awesome. Awesome.
Wow, it feels great to be a puppet.
Yep, it sure does. Oh, it's great. So now that we've added the eyes, the teeth, and the tongue, you can draw out all the other details on your face and even inside your mouth too. So sometimes people like to draw a nose right here in between the eyes. But if you're a dragon, dragons have like 2 circles for a nose, almost like a snake.
Like
Oh yeah, look at that.
that.
Easy. Very cool.
I think I'd like to add some scales
Oh,
too.
that's a great idea. And you can keep on adding on as much as you like. We made our first simple puppet. How's it feel, Bri?
Great!
Oh, I thought so too.
A theater is a place you can visit. It's also something you can make at home. Let's visit Oz in their shop to learn how.
Hey y'all, it's Oz, and welcome back to the shop. Today we're gonna build a puppet theater. A puppet theater is a place where your puppets can play.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, hello.
Hello!
Here's mine. Check it out.
Whoa, Oz!
Hey, Bri!
This is so cool. I can't wait to play with this.
And there's a version that you can make at home too.
Whoa, will you teach us?
Absolutely. Let's get it. The first thing that you'll need is a box. I am using a small shoebox. You'll need some fabric for the curtains, some string, tape, and some things to decorate the inside with. You can decorate the inside of your box with whatever you can imagine. I covered mine with black.
For an easy way to make a curtain, place the string along the top edge of the fabric and tape it in place. We used 2 pieces of curtain fabric, one for each side of the stage.
Now, it's time to put up the curtains.
Use more tape to secure the string to the outside of the box on each side.
And there you have it, a theater. To use your theater and to put on a show, push it to the edge of the table and use your puppets to play.
Thanks, Oz. This is fun. Now we can keep making stories and putting on shows.
Remember, if you can dream it, you can make it. Just take it one step at a time.
I love the theater and I love to play pretend. Let's play our game, What If? One more time. Everyone, meet my friend, the Wiffly Dog.
Hello, I'm the Wiffly Dog, cause I deliver.
You mean you're a mailman?
Yeah, and when I deliver, I get to see package, and I go to house, and sometimes there's letter for me at my house.
Do you love to receive letters?
Bri, it's my favorite.
Oh, wow! I love to play a game. Hey, delivery dog, would you like to play a game with us?
I really like game, Bri.
Let's play. This game is called What If? This is a sponge. What if it was a pillow?
Bri, wake up.
Huh?
Bri.
Oh, sorry. Hey, it's your turn.
Bri, what if it was envelope?
Oh. This is a paper towel roll. What if it was a telescope? Whoa.
Can I see?
Yeah.
It's really close.
It's your turn.
What if it was packaged so you could send fun stuff in?
Like what?
Like toys and poster, cause it's Willy Wong.
True. You could roll it up and put it inside.
Yeah.
This is a pipe cleaner. What if it was a pair of glasses?
Bri, your glasses look really nice.
Oh, thanks, the Wibbly Dog. Wanna try? Here you go. It's your turn.
Bri, will you help?
Sure. Do you want to tell me your idea?
Bri, what if we made mailman hat?
Oh, a mailman hat? Of course.
And it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna go just like this. How do you feel?
I feel really good. That was really fun, Bri.
It was. And Delivery Dog, did you know you can play this kind of game on paper too?
You can?
Uh-huh.
How do I play?
I'll show you.
This project or game is called Squiggles.
You can think of this game like an exercise for your imagination. Let's stretch our imaginations and see where they take us.
The best part about Squiggles is you start with a blank page
And anything can happen. And all you need is paper, something to draw with, and something to color with. I'm using my favorite beeswax crayons. A squiggle can be any line or shape. I just make it up. I keep it simple because from here, the real magic starts. I made a straight line and a curved line. You could look at it this way, this way, this way, this way, whatever you can imagine. I make this one all curvy, loopy, like this. And one more, something sharp, like a zig-zag. Now, I've got 3 kinds of squiggles. If you'd like to draw a squiggle with me, you can print these out on my website. This is where that imagination comes in. Turn the page around. Imagine what this could become. This way and that. What picture comes into your head? Whatever you think of is okay. There's no wrong answer with a squiggle. Let's see what happens when I take the same squiggle and try to make something else. Can I imagine a third way? My imagination took the same squiggle 3 different different ways. And yours can too. Have fun with it.
Bri, can I see what your friends made?
Oh, yeah, Doodly Dog, that's a great idea.
Will we?
Uh-huh. Friends, you can ask a grown-up to help you take a photo of your finished squiggle and send it to mail@brireads.com.
And then I can see your squiggle.
We can't wait to see what you created.
Bye, friend.
When you open up,
It all starts out like a normal day. You're wondering what to do. Then you look outside and to your surprise, the whole street's covered in raspberry goo. And the folks next door are dinosaurs. There are butterflies in the sky. And a polka dot unicorn riding on a skateboard waves as it rolls on by. Does stuff like that really happen?
yes, it happens all the time.
When you open a book,
maybe you'll find yourself in the pages.
when you open a book, maybe you'll wind up in some sticky situations. Open a book.
And you might make some friends in far off distant places. Open a book, let's have a look inside your own imagination.
Open a book, open a book, open a book. When you open a book,
Open a book with me.